But this is something really, really stupid. That why Prophet should say that. Okay.
But what makes that unauthentic? Just because Muhammad says something stupid doesn't mean he didn't say it.
No, because I believe that he was a prophet of God, and a prophet of God couldn't say something stupid.
But that doesn't.
Yes.
Alright, welcome back guys to this amazing episode of this debate with Godlogic. In this video, Prophet Dawah makes a complete fool of himself as he tries to defend Islam against every. Let's watch this video for more amazing details.
Problem that every time I reject fabricated hadiths, people say, oh, you reject all hadith. No, Prophet Muhammad said, the pleasure you get in forgiveness, you never get it in revenge. I accept it because it is in the Quran in different ways. So I accept hadith, and just 2 nights ago I was debating a Quran alone, and he removed me because he wasn't able to answer my question, because I believe that Quran says, there is a verse in the Quran says, oh Muhammad, we give you this book, you may explain it for the people. So Quran needed explanation, you know. The rules of the Quran needed to be explained. For example, when we go to Hajj, Quran say go to Hajj, but Quran doesn't explain what exactly we have to do in Hajj. So this is Prophet's job to tell us what to wear, what to do exactly. So I believe in hadith, but hadith must go in line with the Quran, you know, not goes contradict Quran.
Okay, so you take hadith as long as it's with the Quran.
As long as it goes and it makes sense as well.
Oh, what if it doesn't make sense to you, but it's still authentic? Then what?
No, who said it's authentic if it doesn't make sense?
Just because it doesn't make sense doesn't mean it's not authentic.
No, it can be fabricated, definitely, because I don't believe that somebody who wrote the Quran.
Something that makes sense can be unauthentic.
Sorry.
Something that makes sense.
Yes, that can be that can be also something that makes sense, can be also not authentic. Yes, but if it is something makes sense, I believe that we can follow. Doesn't matter who said that. Prophet Muhammad said. I say always that even for example,
where are you getting this where are you getting this from? Like, because if you're saying, oh, if it makes sense and it lines up with the Quran, I can follow it. What if it lines up with the Quran, but it also doesn't make sense though? Like, let's say it doesn't contradict the Quran per se, but it doesn't necessarily make sense, but it's not like fabricated. How would you know if it's fabricated or not?
Yes. Okay. So, I mean, who can prove me that this is something that doesn't make sense? Okay. For example, there is a hadith that says Prophet Muhammad said, go and kill all dogs. Okay, it doesn't contradict Quran. There is nothing in the Quran that says don't kill all dogs. Okay, but this is something really, really stupid. That why Prophet should say that. Okay,
but what makes that unauthentic? Just because Muhammad says something stupid doesn't mean he didn't say it.
No, because I believe that he was a prophet of God, and a prophet of God couldn't say something stupid.
But that doesn't.
Yes. Could a prophet of God say something stupid?
Possibly, yes. Actually,
yeah.
Yes.
I don't believe that.
But look.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Oh man, as soon as y'all hear this, but so just because Muhammad says something stupid, it doesn't mean he never said it.
No,
it doesn't make it unauthentic.
No,
you just
because okay, because the source it cannot be trusted, like Bukhari. You know, he is a liar. He was a liar. So I cannot trust this stupid thing came from the Prophet either. Okay.
How do you know? Because you're saying there's some of the hadith that you take from these guys.
Yeah, because they go in line with the Quran and they make sense. Like I told you, the pleasure you get in forgiveness, you never get it in revenge. So it goes in line with the Quran.
Do you see how you're picking and choosing what you deem is good enough for you to hold to? You know what I'm saying? It's like if it lines up with the Quran or doesn't contradict the Quran and makes sense to you, then what if somebody else said, hey, the killing of the dogs, that makes sense to me because I hate dogs. What if somebody said that I hate dogs and it makes sense that Muhammad would say go kill all dogs, even though it doesn't contradict the Quran? So what for that person?
Yeah. it is, it's up to him. All right. Then
Mhm.
he will be, he will be answering God by himself. Okay. I just don't follow something that is, contradict the mercy of God, that all these things, teachings of the Quran, I don't follow that. Okay.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Yes.
How do you know what the Quran is? Like, how do you know? How do you know that the Quran is what you're looking at, the book that you're reading? That's what the Quran actually is, that it's supposed to be 114 chapters? How do you know that?
How do I know that is, as I said, I believe that this book is from the God, okay, from the Almighty, because I was an atheist, okay. If you don't know that, I was atheist, and I started to believe slowly. So I came to this, understanding that Quran is the final message of God. So I believe now that the Quran is the final message of God, and that's why when it is the final message of God, a message of God, and he said he protected, and I see that they try to, to corrupt it by those fabricated verses like stoning adulterers and suckling an adult. So I realized that yes, it was protected.
That's not telling me how you know that. You're just telling me what you believe.
Yes, I believe exactly.
How do you know this though? How do you know that the Quran is only supposed to be 114 chapters, not 112 or whatever?
Okay, because I say yes, exactly. You say this. I can ask you the same also. How do you know that Jesus was Son of God? You believe that?
Well, no, it's not. It's not just that I believe that. I have the evidences to prove it. He resurrected from the dead. So the evidences of his resurrection points to him being the Son of God.
Okay, but I don't believe in that.
You don't have to. Evidence.
Yes, sir. Exactly. But I mean that there is no such evidence that you can prove me that yes, he rose from the.
Yes, there is. We can have that whole discussion, which is why I told you I don't believe that Jesus is the Son of God simply because the Bible says he's the Son of God. I believe Jesus is the Son of God because of the resurrection. The evidence of the resurrection gives me the certainty that Jesus is the Son of God. He rose from the dead like he said he would, which proves everything that he said about himself. So when you're saying that the Quran, like this is the word of God, yada yada yada, right? I'm asking, how do you know that this is what the Quran is supposed to be? If you're saying that hadiths are, fabrication, they're not trustworthy and stuff, how do you know?
Not all of them. Okay, I said as well, so that the people don't think again that I'm a Quran alone. No, but anyway, this is a belief that difficult to prove it in that way. Like you cannot prove to atheists that God exists. They don't believe in God's existence despite all these facts.
I believe in God's existence.
Sorry?
I believe in God's existence.
Yeah, I believe also. But I say to atheists, you cannot prove. It is difficult to prove them that God exists. They wouldn't. They don't accept.
You can give evidences, and if they reject the evidence, then that's fine. That's on them.
Okay.
So that's all I'm asking for. All I'm asking for is the evidences of how you know what the Quran is.
All right. Okay. So let me put it in this way. I've said it many times to everybody. Okay. I'm not, following Quran or Prophet Muhammad just because God exists or because Prophet Muhammad was Prophet of God. I follow Quran because of the teaching, and I have said even Buddha has nice teachings. If he has nice teachings, I follow that. Okay. If Donald Trump says something nice, I don't need to know that Donald Trump is God or Son of God. Or if he says something nice, then I vote for him. Okay, I follow him. Of course, I'm just giving an example. Okay, so I don't have to know that those beautiful verses of Quran that teaches me to love people. Okay, and even I follow Jesus. I always say I am a Christian as long as come to his nice teachings, like love one another, love your neighbors as you love yourself.
You're not a Christian if you reject him as the Son of God. It doesn't matter.
Okay, all right. So I no, that's of course your position, but I believe that myself that much. Okay, I put it in this way that
you're not maybe how you know what the Quran is, brother. I need you to get to that, please.
Wait, I just said this one. Yes, sir. even somebody might disagree with Donald Trump in many things, but when he votes for Donald Trump, he can be a Republican, okay? So I might disagree.
What I'm asking you.
Yeah, so I'm saying that if I follow something from Jesus, it doesn't mean that I have to follow everything that
Did I ask
Christianity said.
Did I ask about that?
No, I just say that you said that I'm not a Christian, but I believe that. Okay.
Let me bring you back.
Okay.
My question is, how do you know what the Quran is? If you're not using Hadith, how do you know that it's supposed to be 114 chapters, for example?
Okay, because I believe that, as I said, I believe that these are the words of God, and He said He will protect it, and He has done it.
So you have no evidence; you just have your own conviction.
Okay. Yes, I have the words of God in the Quran, which I believe that it has to. He protected the Quran, and the fact I gave you that because they wanted to corrupt it, they couldn't, so they came up with these fabricated hadiths.
Which Quran is the one that has the words of God?
They are all the same.
They're all
the Qurans are. Yeah, they are all the same.
No, they're not.
They are just, I have heard. I wanted to, talk to you about that claim that Quran has been corrupted. Just as I wanted to tell you that Quran is a book of, guidance, a moral and,
Are you saying that the Warsh Quran are the exact same?
Exactly. Just if the one, story says that she stayed behind or she came with them, that doesn't change the entire message of the Quran.
Is that the same?
But I tell you this, Avery, okay? I can prove you that the rulings in the Quran, they are all exactly the same. I can prove you if you want.
So you're saying that the rulings are the same, but there are some other differences in these Qurans?
Yeah, I told you that the stories which are not so important. Okay.
So when it came to Lot's wife, what was the ruling? To leave her behind or to bring her?
Okay, that's a story. It doesn't change.
Yeah, but the story has God's command in it. So it's one command He commands to leave her, and the other command He commands to bring her. Okay,
I say that's the command to me. Okay, the commands in the Quran to me is not going to change because he left her behind. As I said, Quran for me is a guidance for me that I have to follow it today. So that hasn't changed. Everything is there that I have to follow it.
But you agree that those are two differences in the Qurans, right?
Yeah, I say that doesn't change anything for me.
So which one of those Qurans is what Allah actually said?
It doesn't change anything, I say.
That's not what I asked you. I asked you which one of those is the one that Allah actually said?
All right. That one I exactly don't know. One of them, okay? So, but anyway.
One of them he said it. But,
but no. As I said,
the Quran hasn't been guarded. Out there.
Okay, look, I say that the main teachings has been guarded. Okay, that's why they wanted to enter those verses in the Quran. They couldn't. Okay, so the main thing has been guarded and kept, saved. For me, for example, if I tell you that 538, Quran 538 is exactly the same in all ahruf, okay? Exactly the same, every single word, every single thing is there. That's what I need to know, not that, for example, Lot's wife came with them or didn't come. That's not so important.
That's not the dispute. It's what did Allah command?
Okay.
So it's not just that the story is different, the command is different and contradictory.
Okay.
And so you have the two texts in the Quran where Allah, the statement of Allah, the command of Allah is contradicting Himself. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
I don't see that as a contradiction anyway. I don't see that as a contradiction.
Sure.
But anyway, for those that there was
I'm gonna move on to the next.
I want to say something to that brother who was asking about, he had some doubt I go live every Saturday.
No. It's all. This isn't for you to promote yourself.
No. I just wanted him to talk to me.
Our conversation is our conversation, bro.
To talk to me.
This isn't for you to get people to come to your channel, man. That's not how this works here. Thanks.
Alright, welcome back, guys. I believe you enjoyed this video. Let us know your views in the comment section. Don't forget to share our videos with your friends, your family, and subscribe if you have not done so. I think Prophet Dawah is even honest with his point. He didn't deny what the prophet said or do that does not agree with his own logic, like most Muslims would do. He was so honest that whatever the prophet does that does not align with his own ideology, with the things he likes, he attacks the prophet in turn. So he's not like other Muslims that, condole or try to defend the evil acts of the prophet. And in fact, he said that for the fact that Muhammad is a prophet doesn't mean he can't say something stupid, which is so on point. So for the fact that somebody is a prophet doesn't mean that they can't say something that is untrue. So he is on point on that aspect. And the truth is that Muhammad never called himself a prophet. In fact, he was called a prophet after his death around 691 AD. So who ordained him as a prophet after his death is something that is still a mystery. Even if you go back to Islamic history, all these things are not captured. It was after his death that his companion started calling him prophet. So he was never ordained a prophet. He never called himself a prophet during his own time. But where Prophet Dawah got it all wrong was that if you don't follow the teaching of the Quran, then you are not a Muslim. You are still struggling with your atheism idea. So Prophet Dawah was an atheist, and now he said he doesn't believe everything that the Quran said. It means that he's still an atheist. He's still struggling with his atheism belief. So if you don't believe everything your Quran has said, then there is something wrong with your faith and your belief. And I think with his ideology, it is time for him to rewrite his own Quran or maybe form his own religion. So guys, let's know your views in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Thank you for watching. We would love to see you in our next video.